With respect to innovation, we are looking not just as product innovation, that is very much there. Technology is one of the main components of innovation. We're also looking at innovations in business models where existing technology can be developed to satisfy unique needs in the market, unique ways of satisfying customer needs. So that's forming a part of our mission to help startups find the customers and help both ends. There are people with problems and there are people with solutions, but how do we connect them and how do we make a sustainable business model out of that? So that's something we do. We are always exploring. If somebody comes with a problem, we are very happy because we know then there is a chance for us to participate. So we are always, I would say, available within quotes. Anybody can walk in, and we've had excellent response ever since we started this center, despite COVID. We find that the moment we say we are there to solve water crisis, every door is open for us. And so I would say we have worked with at least about 10 to 12 startups already. That's one area where innovation is happening. And within the ICCW, we have been able to work on sensors. We've been able to work on materials. We are helping corporates to become water positive or net zero. So that's a challenge faced by many corporates in India. That they are located in zones where groundwater is prohibited for them to access. So they have to depend on recycled water to run their processes. And recycled water comes with indifferent quality. So how do we make them give them quality assurance? There are startups, again, because we try to put things together. There is rainwater harvesting is possible. We have excellent people. I think all our forums, we've been talking about how pure water is available at our disposal and how we are not really managing it well. That again calls for innovation. How do we recover wealth out of waste? That's another wow for us, wealth out of waste. And we are working on that. So the list goes on and on, Mary, again. So these are some of the top of my mind, innovation points. So our experience shows that even the basic technologies which we are putting up in the communities in India, CDI and even arsenic technology, are easy to operate, but requires a lot of behavioral change on the part of the community to adopt and accept those technologies and own it. And going forward after 1 or 2 years to maintain it themselves, we are putting IoT systems to enable us to see what's going on. But at the end of the day, they have to, start using they find the water taste is different. There is this change, basically, even if it is for the better. And so that's one education we are doing at the community level. The other is even the government employees, so-called, technical people there are also not fully aware of what's happening in the R&D, in the educational space in terms of new technologies that are coming out. And data, water and data is another big area. So how data sciences can help in water management. That's another area where we feel a lot of education is required. And we are developing programs. We've even done a curriculum course for rainwater harvesting. Something as basic as that. There are different practices across the country and they're not standardized. And people do not know how much of water is actually harvested, how it can be used, what are the best practices. So we put a course and we are helping students take it as an elective course in their graduate program. And so that when they pass out, they can be careers for them in these areas. So starting from, we've been discussing school and college children in many of these forums. So we believe that education starts young. We have signed an MOU with Stella Maris College, which is one of the leading colleges in Chennai. And we are training those students in water quality testing. Field water test kits are being used. They're going to places around their neighborhood, collecting samples, testing it, getting an idea of what the water qualities are, and how to map them on a Google map and draw some inferences. So these are some of the kind of work we're doing. My own experience says that it's easy to lay pipelines with connections to every house, but there is no control on how much each person is going to use. It's been tried in many parts, even in Delhi and other places. The budget was 100 liters per person per day, 150 liters. People consume 200, 250, so suddenly water runs out. Here we are talking about drinking water, something that affects the health of the people. It's not for washing or any other purposes. The quality has to be, equal. And right quality for the people concerned as per the standards. So a household unit may not be replaceable in the short run. It may take 10 years before everybody in India can turn a tap, even if it's a kitchen tap, not any tap, and get pure water. So, but how do we get there? I think data is going to be very, very important, because that is the only way we can improve our governance. And getting clean water on tap is more governance and distribution than just technology. And with data coming in and real-time data being enabled, as Anshul just showed, more and more people will become aware, and they will know what is required for them. They get empowered and they take the right decisions, and they put the pressure back on the government. The other aspect is today water is free, considered free, but actually there's a big price that is being paid by governments, and indirectly the people are paying, either through health or just loss of economic value. So there has to be a fair price for water, and data again will help in deciding that, determining the fair price of water. So going forward, I think these technologies merging with the water data and the infrastructure improvement and awareness of people to put all this thing together and make it work is what is going to happen. And I think forums like this, bringing people together and provoking thought. And as Mary, I'm saying, if you are able to promote this across the globe, because this technology, to me, ICCW has not been part of the journey of Anshul, as you would have noticed, but we see the potential to take it to the globe now. And this is where we are expecting the forum like this to help. And wherever demonstrations required, or even a small, fortunately, you can send small units or big units, so it's very easy to demonstrate. So let's see how we can take it forward together.